It's Wednesday! You know what that means! AEW Dynamite from Seattle, Washington. I'm excited. Joined by Ian Rick, the human suplex machine Taz, and we are 17 days away from All In Texas, Saturday, July 12th, Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. And at All In Texas, that woman, Timeless Toni Storm, will defend her AEW Women's World Championship against the CEO, Mercedes Moné. It was 1 week ago. Grand Slam. Wow. That Timeless Toni Storm upset the celebration of the #1 contender, Mercedes Moné, Taz.
And Mercedes kicked his show off with an attack out of nowhere, Ian, all over Toni Storm.
And an ambush indeed. The challenger trying to get an upper hand on the champion, just 17 days away from All In Texas.
It was this past Saturday at Collision. Timeless Toni Storm had some
Dynamite.
Some very, very pointed words for the CEO. Basically saying, you are going to have to kill me to take this world championship away from me. And now Mercedes Moné, it is open season on the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it might not be the popular thing, but I like what Mercedes did here. Wow, to kick this show off.
Tony, you want to play games, huh? Is this what you wanted? You want to embarrass me, you stupid little bitch? Well, let's play.
And now Mercedes trying to make a statement at the expense of Timeless Toni Storm. This blindside attack by the challenger at All In Texas.
Certainly physical, but also mental right now, too. Getting the upper hand, Taz.
Yeah, actually, it's probably a good time here for referees to get out here and try to release that hold.
So the referee, Corey, Christopher Daniels, and now Mina Shirakawa, friend, associate of Timeless Toni Storm, coming out to intervene. But has the damage already been done by the challenger?
That's certainly a question that will be on my mind. Just 17 days away.
Darling, let the games begin.
That's a statement.
Well, let the games begin. The game's already well underway, Taz, as we close in on All In Texas, the AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Mercedes Moné challenging Timeless Toni Storm.
Hey, like I said before, it doesn't matter if it's a popular thing or not. What Moné did right there sets the table for Texas. I like what she did.
Mercedes Moné with a chance to add yet another, perhaps the most important championship to her collection in 17 days, Ian.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Tis
what is
your founding fathers, Matthew and Nicholas, your executive vice presidents of AEW. Hey, Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, you guys are teaming up in a tag match tonight. It's in the second hour, and well...
Wait. No.
What?
We happened to use a little bit of our backstage influence to...
Did we?
Bump that tag team match up a little bit.
When is it?
Hey, Swerve, Ospreay, I hope you're prepared because that match isn't later tonight.
Oh, my God.
It actually is right now. So go ahead and cue up Will Ospreay's music.
Oh, wow. Jeez. That's tough, man. Well, I mean, as they said, Swerve and Ospreay were not scheduled to compete for more than an hour, but apparently it's happening right now. And
there's a good chance Ospreay's not ready. Maybe Strickland's not. I mean,
well, fans still to come tonight on Main Event. Hangman Adam Page, the Beast Mortos, action spilling out of Grand Slam, Mexico 1 week ago, Ian.
Certainly indeed. Of course, we have the four-way for the first spot in the Casino Gauntlet at All In Texas. We'll see Konosuke Takeshita, Mark Briscoe, Roderick Strong, and the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito.
And Ian, that's not the only four-way qualifier for the Casino Gauntlet match on the women's side of things. It will be Willow Nightingale, the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, Athena, Thunder Rosa, and Chris Statlander, plus Trent Barretta and the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, as Will Ospreay.
He's taping up his wrist on the way out here.
Your opening contest is a tag team match, everyone fall with a 20-minute time limit. In the ring, from Essex, England, weighing 225 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
grabbing his wrist on the way out. Looks like his boots aren't even laced up all the way. This is a tough draw for Ospreay and Swerve, and it's just an abuse of the power that the founding fathers, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, hold still here in All Elite Wrestling.
Wait, hold on a sec. You got to be ready to go at any time. I'm sorry. Ian, you might disagree, but I'm just saying.
And it's not the first time we've seen the Young Bucks do this. A sign of insecurity, perhaps.
There's Prince Nana. He's got some Java.
Nana's always ready.
He is.
His tag team partner, being accompanied by Prince Nana from Tacoma, Washington, weighing 230 pounds, Swerve Strickland.
But I want to go back to something you said, Taz, about not being ready. It takes warm-up, stretching, especially with the repertoire of both Ospreay and Swerve, as Ospreay getting the legs and hips loose.
And it does. It takes time to warm up.
Their opponents, Blake Christian and Lee Johnson.
You got to be ready to go at any time, you know, but I'm just saying, it does take time for a guy, especially a guy Ospreay style, Excalibur. He's got to warm up for quite a while.
You got to be ready to go at any time, Taz, but it looks like Blake Christian, Lee Johnson, not too nervous about this match, almost as if they got a tip from the Young Bucks that this match might be happening early, that they might have a chance to warm up, to prepare to get the edge on some world-class competition like Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland.
That's how the Bucks play it. I mean, they are EVPs, and to your point, while Ospreay's music hit, we saw their opponents walking out here before Swerve and Ospreay did, so you're probably right about that.
Well, Swerve Strickland, Lee Johnson starting things off for the respective sides as the action kicks off the night. As we mentioned, 17 days away from All In Texas Globe Life Field. A huge night of action, and one that grows bigger and bigger as we approach Lee Johnson. Nice evasion in the waistlock, but Swerve escapes.
Yeah, good leapfrog there by Johnson.
Lovely Johnson's agility, Taz, but it's Swerve able to counter. Looking for the suplex. Whoa!
Lost his footing, but able to get to his corner. Great job by Lee Johnson to get to the corner to take his partner.
And you see Will Ospreay still the shiner, the black eye underneath the right eye, thanks to the super kicks with the spiked shoe delivered by Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. The super kick that was intended for Swerve Strickland that Will Ospreay intercepted on his behalf.
Absolutely disgusting scene, Taz.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it's just the way the Bucks do business. And, you know, without the Bucks, there's possibly no company here. They are pioneers. They are founding fathers, like it or not.
Yeah, they are founding fathers of AEW, but not the only founding fathers, as Blake Christian, a big right hand across the jaw of Will Ospreay.
People can have many fathers. That's a good point.
Well, especially global wrestling organizations. Manhattan drop from Will Ospreay, chopping the chest. Blake Christian goes down, and a quick tag out to Swerve Strickland.
We're seeing some great continuity so far with Ospreay and Strickland. Though, of course, there was always that concern that these two might not be on the same page. Swerve at times annoyed with Ospreay.
Yeah, this is true, but to your point, Ian, excellent teamwork and chemistry shown right now by Ospreay and Strickland.
And we saw the cohesion. We saw the beginnings of how Swerve and Ospreay could coalesce as a duo last week, part of the huge main event at Grand Slam Mexico, as Will Ospreay standing sky twister press, the leg is hooked, and Blake Christian able to kick out. But unfortunately, Ian, that main event did not go in the favor of Swerve and Ospreay's side.
No, it had to be disappointing, and it's going to be something that they've been stewing on since then.
Well, just real quick, guys, Blake Christian, he went for the eye. He raked the bad eye, the black eye of Ospreay, which definitely slowed Will down, but Will seems to be cooking again here on all cylinders, maybe.
Lee Johnson sent to the floor, and Will Ospreay follows it up, takes Johnson out on the outside.
Right across the face with that cross body.
Now
He's thinking some kind of springboard hit.
What is this?
As if the early start to the evening was not enough, the mind games continue by Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And the founding fathers greeted understandably by the chorus of boos, but Blake Christian The drop kick, Ospreay caught unawares.
Oh, and he saw the opening and definitely nailed Ospreay, and then just catching Strickland also.
Wow! Blake Christian, tremendous control, tremendous agility as our opening contest live on Dynamite continues. Ospreay and Swerve, an uphill battle ahead.
And Swerve and Ospreay have to be careful, Taz. We've talked about how talented Christian is, undefeated in singles action in Ring of Honor. Taking a big jump here to Dynamite, and he's really showing out so far.
Yeah, no, he is, and I think there's an opportunity here probably to get Lee Johnson. I would definitely tag Lee to try and get some pinball effect, and there it is on Ospreay. That's the right way to do it.
Yeah, we've seen, Taz, over the last few weeks and months, the makings of something eye-catching between Blake Christian and Lee Johnson as these two men grow as a team, as a duo, and as they get those reps inside the ring working together.
Yeah, sure thing. It's all about that, especially with a team, right? You got to have, continuity and consistency and teamwork and chemistry. And usually it helps if you're friends with a guy outside of it. So I don't know how many friends these guys have individually.
The far leg is hooked.
But I know Lee Johnson right there almost got a big upset on Will Ospreay.
Now, tag made. Blake Christian back into the mix as Christian cutting off Ospreay as he was making the approach to the corner to make the tag after Swerve Strickland.
Going after the arm, I'm a little surprised. I'd probably go after a leg with a guy like Ospreay or focus on that right eye that's black and blue.
Christian could be potentially, Ian, looking to neutralize the hidden blade.
And he's forcing Ospreay to attack from the southpaw position, Taz. He's forcing Ospreay to throw those left hands.
That's true. That's true. Still, I mean, with his offense being the aerial assassin, the way he dives, that's why I'm saying go after the leg. Just my opinion. Not saying it's right. It's just what I would do. But what do I know?
Only a former world champion yourself.
Well, I don't want to talk.
Who'd you ever beat?
Who's counting, right? And speaking of former world champs, there's
Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay. They've both made their appeals to Hangman Adam Page. Should Hangman prevail over Jon Moxley at All In Texas? Ospreay, he asked for the first shot at Hangman's potential next reign as AEW World Champion. Swerve feels like he's owed that shot, and there'll be no shortage of suitors. Of course, we got the four-way for the Casino Gauntlet match. Coming up with the winner of that match earning a shot at the AEW World Championship.
The target's never been bigger on the back of the world champion as Blake Christian just soaking in the Seattle crowd here.
Might be a little too much, maybe. We'll see if it works out for Blake. Good balance, though.
AEW Dynamite live on TBS and Max. The team of Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay right now at a huge disadvantage to Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. This match was scheduled to go on almost an hour from now, perhaps more than an hour from now, but Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the EVPs, calling this match into action early as we see the young ones looking up 450 by Blake Christian.
And certainly, you got to wonder if that lack of preparation, we go to the replay here, 450 flush across the chest has inhibited Will Ospreay in any way, Taz, either physically or mentally.
Well, definitely could be for sure. Ospreay's doing the right thing, by the way. He got to get Strickland in this thing because he's taking a whooping for sure. He's trying to get to Swerve.
Like Christian trying to anchor himself the center of the ring. Hammer throw sends Ospreay into the corner, but a high boot takes down Lee Johnson, and now Ospreay trying to fight his way over for some relief from Swerve Strickland. Ospreay. The drops off the Enziguri.
Put him upside the head now, trying to get Swerve in. The Bucks don't like this.
And Matthew and Nicholas Jackson looking on as Swerve Strickland breaks through Blake Christian, breaks through Lee Johnson. And now, taking out both members of the opposition.
Getting 2 for 1 there. The buckle bomb in the corner.
Swerve the uppercut to Christian. One to the chest, one to the spine.
Well, throughout his career, right up here in the Pacific Northwest, outside of Seattle, man, in Seattle, I should say,
Yeah,
this man right here has done a lot of great matches.
Just miles away from Swerve Strickland's hometown. Like 1 week from tonight, we will be just minutes away from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson's hometown. But hold on a second, Swerve Strickland. Oh!
Right, Dynamite 300 next week in Ontario, California. It's going to be awesome. Collision 100 also.
AEWTIX.com, right on the doorstep of Rancho Cucamonga 1 week from tonight. But back to live action. Swerve looking for big pressure. Christian escapes underneath. High boot. Backs up the former world champ.
Good hip toss there by Strickland. Got to watch your back. Oh,
Ooh.
broke that.
Whoa! Amazing! What timing, what anticipation! And what a brain buster, what a combination there by Swerve and Ospreay! And I think Swerve Strickland is poised to make a house call!
The team of Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland.
Well, despite the early start time, Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay showed their quality. And wait a second.
Hold on. And Swerve and Ospreay both making their way toward the EVPs, Taz.
Yeah, they wanted a piece, but security. You can't just attack the EVP. It's not that simple.
Certainly tempers flaring here as we're 17 days away from All in Texas.
Come and get us! So Ospreay and Swerve.
Year after year after year. Not only me, but the rest of us had to deal with this bull crap from these EVPs right here. The year that all of these wrestlers been having, I'm not going to go another year dealing with you two.
Oh, yeah?
So how about we do something about it? The franchise, the feeling, the most dangerous man in AEW, the aerial assassin, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay.
What about it?
Against the Young Bucks. And I got just the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, what?
All in. Yes, bro. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I feel we should up the stakes just a little bit.
What are you talking about, huh?
You see, there's a certain level of respect that we have to feel forced, that we have to give to you guys, because you are the founding fathers of AEW. But the reality is, it's because of the people that supported you, that were the reason that AEW existed. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe we're all done with that power that you keep abusing. You guys have been doing more harm than good for this place, so let's strip that power from you. All in, Swerve, Ospreay, the Young Bucks. Put the EVP titles on the line.
What the hell? What?
Oh, wait a second! Swerve Strickland, where did he come from?
Oh, my God.
And the path is clear. The challenge made.
Those are major stipulations that Ospreay's asking for. Man, is that even, I mean, that's wild.
I was looking for the Young Bucks to put up that amount of power, that amount of money.
In my opinion, I don't think they're going to go for that. That's just me.
Well, we see them.
Imagine that. EVP Swerve and EVP Ospreay. That'd be wild, right?
The Bucks clinging to power as it is. Can you imagine how deranged they would get? The depths they would go to defend their title?
Wow, a massive challenge thrown out by Swerve and Ospreay. But fans, let's take you back to this past Saturday and a stunning return of the Golden Star. You destroyed your relationship with the Bucks. You destroyed your relationship with me. You are alone in this world, and you don't have one friend left. Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, a hugely successful tag team known as the Golden Lovers. They set the tone for DDT Pro Wrestling in Japan as a duo, as opponents. If you make it to All In, Kenny Omega has had such tremendous success with Kota Ibushi throughout his career. You will be truly alone.
He's not alone anymore. Omega has backup.
I'm going to put you in the same hospital with your Golden Lover friend, Kenny Omega. This is not going to stand. Trent Beretta will face Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi is a dangerous maniac. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite, where moments ago, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay threw out a huge challenge to the EVPs, but that wasn't the only thing happening. Let's take a look.
Swerve Ospreay, the Young Bucks. What? Put the EVP titles on the line.
What the hell? Man, I'm telling you, I still can't believe that. Amazing stipulations that Ospreay and Swerve are looking for.
And right now, I understand Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the founding fathers, perhaps with a rebuttal.
Swerve, you dumbass. Do you not realize what you just did?
Swerve, that little trick you just played? Oh, you're so stupid. Per the AEW employee handbook, you put your hands on an AEW official.
Yeah.
You know what that means? That means that you're suspended for the week without pay. Get his ass out of here.
Get him out of here.
Hey, relax, guys. Hey, okay? Yeah. I want to introduce my new friends.
Well. Boys. Who would have thought? From the days of Okada and Roppongi Vice and Chaos, feuding with you guys in the Bullet Club, to all of us on the same side.
Yeah, well, listen, we have a long past, right? And we like all of you guys. Your boss, however, kind of a prick. Mm-hmm. Careful with him. But listen, one common goal, that's right. That one common goal is to strap this young lad up.
Yes.
At All In to become the first ever AEW Unified Champion. And speaking of common goals, the other common goal is to hurt Kenny Omega. And what better way to hurt Kenny Omega than to hurt his golden lover, Trent?
Guys, I want you to watch what I'm about to do to Ibushi. I think you're gonna love it.
Oh, I like that.
Go get him.
All right. Maybe this is gonna work out after all, huh?
Remember, this is the temporary.
Okay, guys, over
Well, Kazuchika Okada, Continental Champion, the newest member of the Don Callis family. The man who will be facing Kenny Omega in 17 days' time. And the man that went face-to-face, toe-to-toe with the Golden Star, making his first appearance in AEW in 2 years. His first singles encounter about to go down now, live on Dynamite.
Next fast at World Fall, approaching the ring from Kagoshima, Japan, weight 205 pounds, the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi.
As Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, they began their careers as opponents, but very quickly coalesced into one of the most influential tag teams in Japan of the 2010s. Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, as a team, Omega and Ibushi, man, a dynamic to a whole nother level, explosive to another level athletically in those two men. As a unit, Omega and Ibushi, amazing.
Absolutely, and the relationship extends beyond professional wrestling. Excalibur Ibushi, though, has some skin in the game. Long-time rival, of Kazuchika Okada, dating back to their history-making bout at Wrestle Kingdom in 2020. And most recently in 2021 when the IWGP Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Not only a friend of Kenny Omega, but also with some debt to pay to Kazuchika Okada.
And thinking back to those clashes in New Japan Pro Wrestling, I think Don Callis made it very, very apparent that there are few men in professional wrestling that he fears other than Kota Ibushi. You know, I think it's because Ibushi, not only the combination of high-flying offense, the karate background, but also because Ibushi falls outside of Callis' sphere of influence.
His opponent being accompanied by Rocky Romero from Long Island, New York, weighing 201 pounds, Trent Beretta.
And you can see in Trent's eyes, he is locked and loaded, ready to go.
Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero, RPG Vice, but also members of the Don Callis family. And Don, conspicuous by his absence, as I talked about how reticent he is to even be in the same building as Kota Ibushi.
Well, that's a great point. Don knows just how dangerous Kota Ibushi is. But Taz, I'm looking at the eyes right now of Trent. They're both vacant, but also they've never been more focused. This is a dangerous man in his own right.
Absolutely. Trent is a veteran. He's a 21-year veteran. He's on the cusp of 1,100 career matches. I mean, that in itself is a milestone and amazing. So this should be a hell of a match.
And Taz, as we heard Beretta say to the Young Bucks, that it seemed like he has something sinister up his sleeve for the Golden Star.
Yeah, both men evenly matched regarding size, very similar in size and physique. Strong lockup by both men. Referee trying to get a clean break out of Beretta and Ibushi.
The comment on the size, Taz, both men graduated from the junior heavyweight division up into the heavyweight ranks, both putting on size throughout their careers, maintaining the mobility and flexibility, though.
Taz loves when you talk about weight classes.
Yeah, because this is not, yes. Thank
nice
you.
drop step there by Kota Ibushi.
Say right now, I'm so angry. No, I'm not that angry. Standing switch and a mat return with a front headlock by Ibushi.
Nice escape roll through there by Beretta. Ibushi. He has wrestled intermittently over the last 2 years, dealing with a litany of injuries from a very hard style of professional wrestling. But right now, the crucifix escaped by Beretta, but the same could also be said by Trent. This is his first singles match since May of last year.
Well, you can see the athleticism right there in Ibushi. That drop kick after, as you said, Excalibur, a couple of years of competing one-on-one. That was an impressive drop kick.
Oh, wait a minute.
Rocky Romero on the apron, a little distraction. Trent takes advantage of it. Great teamwork, even though it's not a team match.
RPG Vice having one another's backs in and outside the ring, much like Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega.
They're like about 3 or 4 time IWGP Tag Team Champions, right? So meaning Trent and Rocky.
And to win those championships, a few of those times they had to beat Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
Oh, and the way Ibushi's neck snapped, historically a dangerous proposition for anybody, but Ibushi's had problems there.
Well, as Excalibur pointed out, the style that Ibushi... Rocky coming in hot right there.
And Trent Beretta doing a good job of distracting the referee's attention. She never saw the mugging on the floor that just executed by Rocky Romero.
Yeah, well, they're playing the referee perfectly. You can't blame her. You can't blame Aubrey Evans. It's not her fault. She's being distracted by 2 pros against Ibushi here.
You know, that could get dangerous real quick, Excalibur. Ibushi doesn't really have a governor. He's willing to accept pain. He's willing to put himself into danger. That could be his biggest weakness here.
And especially when he's fighting for revenge, essentially, against Kazuchika Okada and the Don Callis family for what they did to Kenny Omega, who is still recovering at home. Not cleared to travel, but Kota Ibushi
got that power slam off of that inverted leap out of the corner. Maybe it's enough so he can regain, meaning Ibushi gain some power while Beretta is down off of that scoop power slam.
It's certainly giving him a breather. You see him holding that neck, though, over the years, Taz. His battles with Tetsuya Naito, with Okada, really focused on that neck. It's been a career just pain for him.
Well, that's his style. I mean, that's the way the man wrestled for years, as Excalibur pointed out earlier. when you have that style, when you're going to wrestle every match like it's your last, which I respect that's going to take some toll on your body, let's be honest.
And the same can be said for Trent Beretta as well. Quite literally wrestling a breakneck style early in his career that required multiple surgeries, multiple fusion surgeries. But Kota Ibushi standing moonsault press, 2, and Beretta able to break free.
No, it's difficult. When you do this for a living and you have the style of a Trent, of an Ibushi, of an Ospreay, of an Omega, they're amazing competitors. People don't see what happens after the show or the next day, how these guys' bodies feel. You can't explain it.
Ibushi was looking for a half and half. Beretta able to escape out of it and landing a powerful thrust kick, dropping Ibushi.
Great extension on that kick by Trent. And I think Trent realizes he might be for sure in the driver's seat here.
Now Beretta could be lining up that leaping knee strike. Ibushi slow to get to his feet. Oh, there's Beretta. Ibushi planted on the back of his head. Now Trent.
And the Gotch style pile driver.
Center of the ring.
That's it.
Beretta.
He's got him.
2, and whoa. Wow. Late kick out by Ibushi, but the lights are on, but it did not seem like anyone was home there for Kota Ibushi.
He might have just been kicking out on muscle memory there, all the years of competing at high-level matches, you know. But Trent, he wants to spoil the return of Ibushi, and I don't blame him.
I mean, not just the prospect of defeating a world-class talent like Kota Ibushi, Taz, but also doing the Don Callis family's dirty work. It's together in unison.
Correct. Open palm strikes here.
Swing and a miss, though.
Half and half.
Oh! But Ibushi rolled through to his feet, intercepts the lariat. Dragon suplex
on the surgically repaired neck of Trent.
And Beretta unable to roll through like Ibushi. Ibushi had that big surge of adrenaline. The momentum carried him through. Can he ride that wave to victory?
The crowd certainly thinks that Ibushi can cross the finish line here.
But Ibushi, the kick, Beretta looking for the roll. No, wait a second. Whoa. Counter there, hitting predicament. Beretta counters. 2. And now Beretta looking for the crucifix. 2. So close.
So that was
millimeter away.
Great job by the referee on that. Very close near fall. She had her hand there, but he did kick out, meaning Ibushi.
Beretta maintaining wrist control of Kota Ibushi. First an elbow strike, then a lariat.
He's got that wrist control. You're controlling, half the guy's body when you have that wrist control. Trent's got a great grip, and he got blocked with that overhook, double overhook.
Double overhooks by Kota Ibushi, bringing Beretta down to the mat, and now Ibushi, the foot stops into a seated position on Beretta's chest. I thought he was going for a pin, but it does not appear that the Golden Star is done.
Well, once you get that double overhook, it's almost like a front salto before you do a suplex. You can control the guy's body easily, and that's what Ibushi did to Trent.
Looked like, Ian, perhaps that Ibushi was thinking the Kamigoye, that big driving knee strike to the face. Beretta,
I think that's it, right? That's the one you were just talking about.
Oh, and
I think that was it. A couple.
Wow.
I think that was it for sure. I mean, those knee strikes back-to-back Jones.
Here is your winner, the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi.
Oh, the Kamigoye right down the middle. Oh, wait a second.
No time to celebrate Mr. Ibushi.
The AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, longtime rival of Kota Ibushi, even longer time rival of Kenny Omega, the AEW International Champion, the man that Okada will face in 17 days' time to unify the Continental International Champions. The winner of that match will be crowned the inaugural AEW Unified Champion at All in Texas.
A match so big it could only be held in Texas. But this stare down, Taz, look at the tension here between these two rivals.
Yeah, you can feel it. Okada retreating Ibushi. He's primed. He's ready to go.
Sent a message without saying a word, Okada did.
Well, fans, hold on a second. Breaking news from Tony Khan. It is official for Dynamite 300 next Wednesday night. Kazuchika Okada, Kota Ibushi, one-on-one live next Wednesday night. That is massive.
On the 300 Dynamite, Taz, TBS, and Max, the fans are getting this.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that for sure next week in California.
And you don't want to miss Hangman Adam Page, Jon Moxley, and All in Texas in 17 days' time right now. Let's hear from the AEW World Champion.
The only thing we ever actually have is the present moment, and it slips through our fingers like sand. Hangman Page has lost hold of what's come before 1,000 times over, and here it is in his hand again. Will he grab it, take hold of it? Will he show up for it like it's shown up for him? I don't think so. Why would I? The cowboy is afraid. Not afraid of me. It's not a fear of failure. Hangman Page is afraid to become what the world needs him to be. Shies away. Oh, shucks. No, I'm not so special. For a guy like me, who's walked the path that I've walked, to be standing here today, the world champion, Hangman Page, makes me absolutely sick. I have less than zero sympathy for your plight, for your crybaby emo crap. World champion doesn't shy away from responsibility. The world champion walks into the fire and does not take a single ounce of crap from anybody. You make me absolutely sick. Reach out and grab it, man. To shy away from your gifts, what you've been given. Whatever, man. You ain't what these people think you are. On July 12th, or you're fiddling around with your emotional turmoil, worrying about who's your friend, who's not your friend. I don't care who's your friend. I don't care who's not your friend. Your enemy's attack from the past. Your enemy's attack from in here. While you're playing around with this, you're gonna be getting elbowed in the face on July 12th. You're gonna be getting choked into oblivion on July 12th. You're gonna be getting dumped on the top of your skull on July 12th. I show the world what the world champion looks like. You gotta start looking for another job.
AR Fox, feels like there's a lot of momentum on your side right now. Just this past Saturday on Collision, you went to battle with our world champion, Jon Moxley. While it wasn't a victory for you, it feels like things are moving in your direction. What's next for you?
You know, I got all this momentum going, but...
AR Fox, calm down. I came here with no animosity, with no ill will. Actually, the opposite, in fact. I don't know how aware you are, but over the past couple of weeks, I've been searching for specific individuals with a unique set of skills to help me make my quest for gold become a reality. And we've known each other for decades, and all I gotta say is I feel that you have just about everything that it takes to help me and join my crew. And what better way to test that out than you and I, we team up tonight against those two... You and I, we team up against those two chumps, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, Jet Speed. What do you say we take them out tonight, you and I?
Me and you team up.
Man, I knew it. I knew it. Thank you so much. I knew you was gonna say yes. I knew you was gonna look. And man never forgets his handshakes and never goes back on his promises. Never goes back on his promises. You and I are gonna take them out tonight. Wait.
Good luck.
Well, Fox kind of extended it. Kind of. It was just kind of sitting there, you know.
Ricochet, I think, jumping on an opening that may or may not have been there.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall. Introducing first, show some love for Ricochet.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm wearing sunglasses because his head is shiny.
You couldn't tell when he was with Renee, he had that nice cap on, but
yeah. Thank God he got rid of that Eagles cap. He ran that
wow.
Gotta get a Jaguar cap, son.
The defending champion.
And his tag team partner, AR Fox.
Now, if I was AR Fox, Excalibur, I would have a problem with the amount of eyes and me's in the statements that Ricochet had. Because to me, Ricochet made it about him.
Certainly, and I think that's a large part of the reluctance being shown by AR Fox, who, you know, I mean, he's had a series of very impressive performances, but unfortunately has been able to make a dent in the win column. Perhaps a union with Ricochet could set the ship right for AR Fox. I guess we'll find out.
And their opponents, the Jet, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey.
I want to talk about a very unexpected but very successful union. Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, both men joining the ranks of AEW very recently and coming together quite successfully as a duo.
Certainly found some fast chemistry, Taz. These two combine high-flying martial arts and a great blend.
Yeah, no doubt. Jet Speed, man, they're an exciting team for sure. Two highly athletic guys, as you pointed out, for sure. So this should be a good match. As long as, look, if you're AR Fox, you got to be careful here. You know, with Ricochet, he's a little sketchy. Let's be honest. I don't know if you guys realize that.
A little sketchy, and he's been talking about adding some reinforcements, some men that will help him in his quest to capture gold here in AEW.
Well, not everyone can do it alone. Some people need assistance.
Talking about being smart, opened himself up for those big right hands from Kevin Knight.
And Fox charging at Speedball Mike Bailey. Bailey taking Fox out of the proceedings, and now Ricochet finding himself neutralized at the hands and feet of Jet Speed.
Oh, he's caught in between both Jet and Speed.
Wow, swings from Ricochet. Knight, and now tag made. AR Fox into the fray.
Trusting Fox, who double hit toss.
Yeah, but he tagged Fox and threw him into the fire, in essence, if you think about it.
Now Fox putting on the brakes. Bailey sent out to the floor. Kevin Knight, very nearly slipped off the apron, but Fox ensured it would be so, as now AR Fox vaulting over the ropes. The foot stop, the senton for Bailey on the floor.
AR Fox, extremely innovative for sure with his offense.
A great awareness to keep that momentum going.
See, Ricochet's taking credit for it. He's saying, see, I know what I'm doing. He didn't do anything, but he's taking credit.
Taz, it's this innovative high-flying offense that has caused the groundswell of support for AR Fox in recent weeks. I mean, it feels like he's just one win away from something really special here.
I guess.
You got me. That's a receipt.
That's that. Well, yeah.
All right.
Great showing.
Great job there by Fox.
Twisting suplex here. 1, 2.
Yeah, see, it's smart. Fox keeps him. He knows he wants to keep Knight away from Bailey for sure.
It's a team.
Pull him towards your corner, but your partner is on the ground, meaning Ricochet.
Yeah,
He's not even on the apron.
Ricochet espousing the virtues of teamwork there from the floor, not even in position to make a tag should AR Fox want it.
He's doing great.
Now Fox, leg is hooked too.
Well, he is doing great, but tags, correct me if I'm wrong, that's normally when you start to have the quick tags, keep the control, keep your opponent in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. That's the right time. You're exactly right, Ian, and that's what Fox can't do because Ricochet's on the floor.
Now Ricochet up to the apron. Fox needed the midsection on Kevin Knight. As fireman's carry, Knight escapes the waistlock. Standing switch executed, elbow strike. Knight escapes out the grip. AR Fox, Ricochet.
Well, he came in illegally and left airily. Aerial elite.
Aerial as did AR Fox, and now jet speed. Uh-oh. Taking flight here.
Look at that aerial elite.
In Seattle as the action continues tonight live on Dynamite on TBS and stream it on Max. Don't go anywhere. The crossbodies in stereo delivering their shots on Ricochet and AR Fox. Oh!
Big round kick by Bailey with that Taekwondo background.
As Kevin Knight, Knight telegraphed that. AR Fox made him pay. And now Fox, DDT spiking Knight. Maintaining control of his head. Fox floats over, pinning predicament here too. And Knight able to kick out once again. That innovative offense of AR Fox coming into play. A lot of the moves on television that you see over the years of that caliber, the tags made, created, innovated by AR Fox.
Look at that. Ever the opportunist.
Yeah.
His Ricochet tagged himself in. Fox is not happy about it.
Hey, to make sure Kevin Knight was nice and worn down, Taz.
Not kidding.
Uppercut between the shoulder blades, kick across the chest. Ricochet having fun at the expense of his opponent, but don't rest easy, Ricochet, because Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey not out of this fight yet. Right hands being delivered.
Open hand, Rick. Open hand.
I like he calls the ref by his first name, Rick Knox. I like he called him Rick. Personal type of guy, Ricochet is.
On a first name basis with Rick, huh?
Yeah, Rick.
That's how I call you Taz.
Yes.
Taz Jones, Rick.
Something like that. Stay out of this, Ian.
Thanks, Taz. Ricochet. Be careful, I'll take us to the Rick of Bone Zone soon.
Yeah.
Nice snapmare there.
Go back.
Oh! Kokeshi from Ricochet.
Let's go using your head.
There's a cover here.
Oh, leg hooked, one. Your leg hooked as Kevin Knight able to escape, but Ricochet doing a good job of keeping himself.
Yeah, it's super tough mentally. If you're Kevin Knight, you know you want to get your partner in this thing, and you can. Because Ricochet, a pro at cutting that ring in half, keeping Knight away from Bailey.
I thought you were actually going to say it's super tough to have a head as shiny as Ricochet's.
Well, fair point.
Look at this, the knife edge chops from Knight, but it's Ricochet to the eyes in the corner now. He's telling AR Fox, take advantage of Kevin Knight. Teach you how to win.
That was funny. He's telling him cheat. Guy don't cheat. That's not Fox's style. Right from the referee. That's what I'm laughing at. Just tell him, just come on. What are we doing?
I often ask myself that, Taz.
Lowered his base here, Knight did.
Tag team action continues tonight live on Dynamite, just 17 days away from All In Texas. The odd couple of Ricochet and AR Fox having some success here, almost unexpectedly against Jet Speed.
And spoke too soon.
Excalibur, you were right. Unfortunately, that statement is maybe no longer true. Two athletes not on the same page here. And
well, I'm having fun here watching this, but they're not having fun in the ring. Well, definitely Fox. He's pissed.
And now quickly things change as Knight gets them back in this. Jet Speed with an opportunity here. Kevin Knight, the lunging boot for AR Fox. Ricochet sent up and over the top, and the tag made. Speedball Mike Bailey. Bailey coming in, and the feet of Speedball are flying. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Wow. The midsection of the axe kick. Fox opened up, and the round kick to the chest. Speedball Mike Bailey seizing on this opening running shooting star press. The leg is hooked. The cover is made, but Ricochet the break.
Oh, that's a great team captain right there. Ricochet making that save. There's a tag right now by Knight, unbeknownst to Ricochet, I believe. Knight's legal.
Double bypass, double drop kick from Jet Speed. As Ricochet sent to the outside. What do they have in mind here? The launch, the lariat from Kevin Knight. Knight makes the cover, 2 and
Fox able to kick out.
And how quickly the pendulum has turned, Excalibur.
And fans, special programming note, Collision airs tomorrow night, 8/7 Central on TNT, streaming on Max's Speedball. Mike Bailey, I think maybe his orbital bone catching the step, and Kevin Knight, his orbital bone colliding with Ricochet's or his eye socket.
And Fox sent him in, and now Fox giving up his own body to take out Bailey. So Fox taking control here, Taz. He's looking like the captain now.
He wants to win the match. No matter if it's a tag team match or not. Bailey had other ideas with that kick, but watch Fox.
Fox low, main pain. But Fox taking so much punishment in this match, unable to capitalize.
Like it or not, Fox, you know it. You got to get to your corner and get Ricochet in this thing. I know he doesn't want to do it, but he's got to. He took a lot of punishment on his own maneuver there. It's a tough move.
That's the thing. Bailey trusts Knight. He's going straight to the corner. Fox looking for Ricochet. Excalibur, he's not there.
Ricochet looks like the last thing he wants is to tag into this match. As Speedball makes the tag to the Jet, Kevin Knight, and that's exactly how it played out. Look at this. Ricochet leaving AR Fox high and dry.
Well, what that means is AR Fox is in a 2-on-1 situation, which is tough.
Oh. Great precision there by Kevin Knight as the sky high delivered. And the Jet, Kevin Knight, who began his pro wrestling journey here in the American Pacific Northwest. The UFO splash!
That was awesome.
Kevin Knight, 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, Speedball,
Mike Bailey, and the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Well, Jet Speed took advantage of the mishap, or I should say what Ricochet, that man did. He screwed over AR Fox.
Mentally not there, just in it, almost on a different plane, Excalibur, while letting Jet Speed get back in this.
Yeah, I think had Ricochet been fully committed to this match, there's a very good chance that he and Fox could have picked up the win.
Absolutely, arguably talent on paper, Taz. Ricochet and AR Fox either equal or greater than Jet Speed, but Jet Speed found a way.
Yes.
Found a way.
Yes.
Right now, let's head to the top of the ramp where our colleague, the ineffable Tony Schiavone, is standing at a by with white sneakers.
All right, Excalibur guys, thank you very much. Jet Speed with another win. You gentlemen are red hot in the tag team wars, no doubt.
Tony, you're right. And with great power comes great responsibility. But the AEW Tag Team Championships have been held hostage for way too long. And it's time for someone to come to their rescue.
You know what? My partner is 100% right. Those tag team titles been held hostage worse than OKC been holding the Supersonics hostage all these years. So it's time for those tag team titles to come home. And that's around the waist of Jet Speed. And I got a little song to sing for y'all tonight. How's that one song go? It goes, 1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick, tock. Hurt Syndicate, we about to hurt some feelings. Cause at AEW All In Texas, Jet Speed, we coming.
Oh no! The champs, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley. Taking out Bailey, taking out Kevin Knight, very nearly taking out Tony Schiavone as well.
Yeah, listen, Lashley and Shelton, they don't need to wait until Texas. They're ready to go right now.
Oh, good Lord. As MVP, MJF. Oh, no!
There's the Jet. He just went Jet right over those steps. Knee got drilled into those steel steps.
You saw Kevin Knight come up clutching that knee as now the Hurt Syndicate just dismantling Jet Speed here. And driving the spines.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you call out the tag team champions. Oh, what's this about?
MVP MJF with some urgency there as Lashley and Shelton Benjamin
a snap suplex on the outside. Might be another one coming here.
No, fans, there's ice underneath about an inch of padding.
Hang on. I'm thinking that table is not for snacks and a little meatloaf. You know what I'm saying?
And, we saw last week at Grand Slam Mexico, the Hurt Syndicate, they were assaulting Mystico after the match. It was Jet Speed that came out to save Mystico to even the odds. And the Hurt Syndicate, obviously.
I'm sorry. It seems to be with that rear choke. It looks like he choked Knight out. So Knight is out. That's what was happening. Just took his air right from him.
And this is a little retribution for Mexico, I have to imagine.
No, Bobby Lashley.
No.
Spiking Bailey on top of Knight.
Are they proud of this carnage?
Somebody give me a microphone. I don't blame them. You best be careful when you call out the tag team champions. These are two veterans.
Now that we've taken care of that little bit of business, can I please have the tag team champions titles brought out to them? Thank you very much. Gentlemen, shall we proceed and take care of business the right way? Production truck, music, please.
Great rules, great checks, great arms, great legs, great rookies, great vets.
Oh, that's the proper presentation for the tag team champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, MVP, MJF, and the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate.
Well, moments ago, it was Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight calling out the champs for All In Texas, saying that they were ready to free those AEW World Tag Team Championships from the grips of the Hurt Syndicate. But it was the Hurt Syndicate making the statement here tonight.
Taking no chances, Taz. Getting their licks in on Jet Speed.
Well, listen, Jet Speed called them out. They called them out for July 12th in Texas at All In.
Attention, AEW viewing audience. This is an official announcement from the Hurt Syndicate. The AEW Tag Team Champions. The Standard of Excellence, Shelton Benjamin. The Almighty, Bobby Lashley. I am absolutely begging you, please, will someone stand up to the AEW Tag Team Champions? Please, somebody do it. Somebody stand up. And speaking of stand up, I'll say this. If Jet Speed can even stand up after that beating they received, I would be all too willing to give them an opportunity to face these behemoths at All In Texas for the AEW Tag Team Championships. On the condition that they can walk. Now, I would like for everyone to give me your undivided attention as I turn the microphone over to the young genius, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Thank you, Montel. I'm talking, Washington. I'm talking. Thanks. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Almost hit me with that gun.
As you know, last week, I unmasked and I defeated the Lucha Libre legend known as Mystico.
Excuse me for a second, excuse me. You idiots really should show some respect to one of the most amazing athletes ever to set foot in this city.
True,
generational talent. You're welcome. I shouldn't have even came here. You don't deserve me. But I'm not here to talk about all my accolades and accomplishments. For crying out loud, Montel, it's only a 2-hour show.
No, that's fine. You know, they're upset because they really haven't seen an athlete as spectacular as you since the Sonics left.
So the reason I'm out here tonight is to tell all of you that next week I will be entering a qualifying match for the men's casino gauntlet at All In Texas. And when I win, because I'm going to win, I am going to get one step closer to what is rightfully mine. Not Dictator John's, and damn sure not your crooked cowboy Hangman, but my AEW World Championship. Now, hit our music.
Reach for the sky, boy.
You want to talk about qualifying for the Casino Gauntlet match? This man, Mark Briscoe, he could earn that #1 spot in the men's Casino Gauntlet match at All In Texas.
Max, we all know that you could listen to yourself talk all night long. However, my man Mikey behind this curtain with the headset on, you know, the producer, he said, Max is taking too long once again. Chicken, we gotta hit your music because you got a match. Get him boys out of the ring. So if you would so kindly exit the ring so I can come down there and take care of business.
Only one Briscoe.
I got this, Montel. Hey, nobody asked you. Shut the hell up. Let me explain something to you, Mark Briscoe. I don't give a damn about what time it is. We can take up as much time as we want, because unlike you, we're actually stars. Now, I know these people like you. You like Mark Briscoe, huh? Yeah. Mark, let me tell you why they like you. They like you because they can relate to you. They all grew up dirt ugly and dirt poor. I'm willing to bet all these schmucks in this arena and everyone watching at home has about as many bills in their pockets as you do teeth in your mouth. So here's some advice for you. I think you should leave, because if you get in this ring, Lord knows you're just gonna do what you always do. You're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose. So go back to what you do best. Go back to your ranch in Delaware and pick up chicken shit, you blue-collar bitch.
Now what? Now what? Max, you're hilarious, my friend. But you know, I see right through you, man. I see your inner turmoil, that pain, the place where all these hurtful comments come from, man. I know you said it yourself. You was bullied as a child, and all these comments, they come from a place of hurt inside yourself, man. So the word of the day is empathy, Max. So Seattle, if you will please let me empathize with this man and put myself in your shoes, Max. I think you're trying to compensate for something. I feel like all these hurtful comments and words that come from your mouth come from a place of insufficiency and a place of, well, let me put it this way. If I'm Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and I've been going damn near 30 years with a little teeny tiny kosher pickle in my pants, then I would probably want to hang out with these fellas too. Now you must be out of your
Listen. We are about business. This is not business. So how about you and I, with the rest of the syndicate, we exit the ring. We will exit the ring, and we will leave Mark Briscoe to do what he does better than anybody else. We'll go in the back and we'll watch him lose.
Well, smart of MVP to try and calm down MJF. That's good mentorship in my view.
Yeah, but MJF seems gotten to by the words of Mark Briscoe, to say the least.
Specifically, kosher pickle is Mark Briscoe using some very colorful language descriptors.
Well, he didn't say jerkins. It's different, right? There's some
well, he did use that.
What was that word? You know, the jerkins. Gherkins. I thought it was jerk.
Oh, boy, we are on look at this.
Mark Briscoe getting to the ring. Cooler has prevailed for now, Taz.
Well, yes. Mark Briscoe with an opportunity to earn the #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet match at All in Texas. That is coming up next. Briscoe, Bandito, Roderick Strong, and the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita.
G is silent.
This is a four-way match for the #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet at All in Texas. Currently in the ring from Sandy Fork, Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, Mark Briscoe.
That #1 spot in the casino gauntlet match, so important because it's a match that can end at any time. All the participants don't even have to be in the ring. It could end with just participants 1 and 2, so that #1 spot, vital.
Next, from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 211 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion,
Bandito throwing in his hat into the ring here tonight, but tomorrow on WatchROH.com, Ian, it's Global Wars.
It certainly is. The Ring of Honor World Championship will be on the line. Bandito defending against Mascara Dorada from Arena, Mexico. All 5 Ring of Honor singles champions will be in action. What a huge night it will be. Global Wars, 6 p.m. start time.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing 203 pounds, Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong helping fill out the field here tonight. Taz, it's such a massive opportunity. The winner of the Casino Gauntlet match instantly becoming a top contender for the AEW World Championship, and to have that #1 spot, I mean, that's a massive bonus.
Oh, it's vital. No, hence why these men are going to fight it out for that #1 spot. And the opportunity that comes of winning that gauntlet is also immense, Ian.
Absolutely. And Roderick Strong, former Ring of Honor World Champion in his own right, soaking it in here.
And Roderick Strong, a man that was poised to participate in a Casino Gauntlet match, but the match actually ended before Roderick could enter. So he wants that insurance policy. He wants that #1 spot.
Your point. See, that's how vital it is for the #1 spot.
And from Osaka, Japan, weighing 232 pounds, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
And how about the confidence of this man earlier to step nose to nose with a legend like Okada, who will take on Kenny Omega just 17 days away at AEW All in Texas.
Step nose to nose with a fellow member of the Don Callis family. But Takeshita could have a huge boost for the family here tonight should he come out victorious. As all 4 competitors in the ring, this is first pinfall or submission to a finish. This is not an elimination match.
Well, you got a man from an athlete here from Japan, an athlete from Mexico, athlete from America, and Briscoe from Delaware.
Well,
also technical part of America.
And Takeshita might have a target on his back, gentlemen, because the Paragons had their issues with the Don Callis family. The conglomeration has had their issues with the Don Callis family. And Bandito, he has been circled #1 with a bullet by the Don Callis family.
Yeah, Bandito, some personal issues with Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha, but right now, Roderick Strong, Mark Briscoe pairing off in the near corner, Takeshita and Bandito in the far corner, and a fair bit of history between Roderick Strong and Mark Briscoe as well.
Certainly last year at Death Before Dishonor, it was Mark Briscoe and Roderick Strong for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Their battles date back over the greater part of the last 2 decades. No strangers to one another.
This is every man for themselves. If you didn't figure that out by now, everyone's on their own in this thing here.
Roderick Strong rips the chest of Mark Briscoe with that knife-edge chop. The men's casino gauntlet match takes place at All In Texas, just 17 days away. The winner earning a shot at the AEW World Championship. Knee strike to the midsection by Takeshita. Bandito finds his feet. High boot. Great extension there by Takeshita. Ooh. Bandito once again showing his agility, his poise. The drop kick sends the Alpha to the floor. And Bandito, nobody home as Takeshita.
Good sidestep by Takeshita right there.
Takeshita sending Bandito, who tried to fight away, but no. Bandito escapes. Takeshita crashes into the barricade as Briscoe on the ascent. Roderick Strong, right hand to the midsection.
And this is where the match benefits Roderick Strong, Taz. He has got that closing speed. If he can get one man isolated in, he can score the pin.
Absolutely, and have it done in the middle of the ring. But right there, Briscoe, it's tough, so tough to get an advantage on this guy. He's so damn physical and tough and unpredictable is Briscoe.
Briscoe, the scissor kick through the ropes, catches Takeshita, the neck breaker, finds Bandito.
Taking a trip down to nearby Bend, Oregon with that one. A little bit of blockbuster there.
As Mark Briscoe, he's feeling the momentum, but the fourth man in this match, Roderick Strong, lunging through the boots, find Briscoe, and this match for the #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet match at All In Texas continues. Don't go anywhere.
And to me, Roderick Strong controlling the pace here, Taz. He seems like he's in the driver's seat.
He is. He's a veteran against another veteran, so he knows how to get that control, and probably a backbreaker here. Yeah, sure thing. That's a signature.
Now the near leg hook by Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong can hit a plethora of backbreakers everywhere, as you guys know.
Certainly the messiah of the backbreakers, as he was known. Ooh.
Why are you saying it in past tense?
Well, you're right. He still is. You're Taz on a roll tonight, correctly pointing out Delaware's in the United States.
Dito looking to complete the trifecta here against Roderick Strong.
Oh, good power there, good power. Wow! Great job by Bandito.
There's 3 consecutive suplexes by the Ring of Honor World Champion.
A quick one, we have a second Smarty Pants Riccaboni zone. I have a question, hold on.
Far leg is hooked.
How many counties are in the state of Delaware?
Oh, that I don't know. I guess
3. There's your answer. Let's move on to the match.
67 counties in Pennsylvania, know that.
I didn't have a handful of hair.
Excalibur's flumped right now.
You didn't prepare. Mike today may know luchadors, but I know the counties in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's Bandito. Ooh!
Mike today's my man.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mike. Look at
nice work on Rana there, executed by Bandito. Takeshita looking for the knee. And Takeshita! Big elbow strike. Drops Bandito.
And nice waist lock here. It's Briscoe.
Well, I think Takeshita wanted a German suplex, broke the grip of Takeshita. Did Briscoe do it? He did it with a short clothesline there in the corner.
I like Briscoe taking the pace up here.
Very strong, country strong is Briscoe.
Now Briscoe looking for the pin.
Work on a chicken farm your whole life, Excalibur. You wouldn't know that. When you work on a farm your whole life, trust me, you get strong, Excalibur. I know these things.
What you guys find in Brooklyn? Concrete?
Look at that. Oh, that backbreaker again. Wow. That heavy forearm. As all 4 men are down. The #1 spot in the casino men's gauntlet at All In Texas on the line.
Yeah, big opportunity here. But as you said, all athletes are down at the moment.
Yeah, feverish pace to this match. These men coming out swinging, and you can see the physicality on all four competitors. Physicality taking a toll on all four competitors. AEW Dynamite live from Seattle, Washington. We are just 17 days away from All in Texas, and we're on the verge of determining who will be the #1 entrant in the men's casino gauntlet match coming up on Saturday, July 12th, as we make our way to Globe Life Field in Arlington.
Two heavy-handed guys exchanging chops. Watch that redneck kung fu though. Oh man, Roddy Strong, what a drop kick.
Watch the drop kick from Roderick Strong and the backbreaker. As now Konosuke Takeshita trying to sneak in the back door. Roderick Strong sends the Alpha out to the floor, but Briscoe back into the mix and crashing onto Takeshita.
Uh-oh. Bandito off the ropes. Oh, double clothesline.
Both men the same idea. Both men go down. And Taz, we know that casino gauntlet match, it's a match that can end at any time. We keep stressing the importance of being that #1 entrant.
Absolutely, hence why this four-way match for the #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet at All In Texas is happening live right now here in Seattle.
And remember, still to come tonight, the four-way match for the #1 spot in the women's casino gauntlet match as well. So two high-stakes matchups back-to-back here tonight live on Dynamite.
And the forearms being driven through the jaws now. Messiah the backbreaker charging in. The Ring of Honor World Champion with a cutter there.
Bandito brings Strong down on the cutter. Not done yet. Position him center of the ring, and that's a long way for Bandito to fly, but
how smart was that?
Sends Bandito crashing to the floor. And now, wait a second, Briscoe sends Takeshita crashing down.
He's got an open runway.
Mark's gonna fly here. Roddy's in trouble.
Froggy, no at home.
Roderick Strong, the crucifix, the pin. Didn't have the arm hooked, allowed Briscoe to escape, but now, a striking exchange between these two titans.
And these two know each other so well. It's going to take a mistake or a misplaced shot for either man to score a pin on the other.
Boot to the jaw, the Enziguri, and now Strong sends Briscoe down. Mark Briscoe almost on instinct trying to return to his feet, but Roderick Strong will provide no relief. Just consecutive elbows, a hell of a kick there by Takeshita though.
Yeah, ever the opportunist. Takeshita now, he might be thinking superplex or something devastating here. Oh, no.
All the way up.
Super duperplex.
Konosuke Takeshita in the high rent district, the penthouse to the basement.
Oh, hold on.
But Bandito and Briscoe, the frog splash, the froggy bow.
And look at that.
Everywhere. 1, 2, whoa!
So smart by Briscoe.
What a match by these four men. Excellent.
On Bandito, Briscoe, two men so vital, so critical to the history of Ring of Honor, continuing their legacies, building upon it on a bigger stage here in AEW.
Who's going to get that #1 spot?
Yeah, Taz, the thing I was just running through my mind right now is all four of these men are just 2 wins away from becoming the top contender of the AEW World Championship. As Briscoe, massive hell stab right underneath the jaw of Bandito.
Yeah, Bandito, though, caught him with that clothesline. Oh, missed it.
Oh, wait a minute. Briscoe in position. Bandito, the cards are dealt. 21. No.
Takeshita. 42-plex from the Alpha.
Got the win here. He's got it. Takeshita's got it.
Too strong.
Big-time veteran save right there by Roderick Strong.
Wow. As we take a look at the replay, that's a double. That's you double down. You split your aces. Double blackjack there.
As Takeshita, he was looking for Blue Thunder. Roderick Strong trying to hoist up the Alpha. The lariat was intercepted by the leaping knee from Roderick Strong.
And now strong blue thunder from Takeshita. 1, 2, no!
Shows you how tough Strong is. Really super intense guy with major league fortitude to kick out on that. Of course, Takeshita got it all.
Bandito coming in as Takeshita had his back turned.
Bandito, man, he's been picking his spots perfectly.
Look for the X-knee here, Excalibur.
He's got the arm, the ankle captured, the knee on target.
Oh, and now Takeshita. Takeshita in the ropes. Bandito, the cards are dealt. Ace over. Queen 21. But he couldn't hold on. He couldn't hold on for the bridge.
And Takeshita, whether it was by luck or by instinct, rolling out of range from Bandito, but Bandito about to close it. No! Runner Strong, the leaping knee. And Strong, hand of heartache, center of the ring with the Strong Evo!
Catches Strong!
Reach for the sky.
More Briscoe!
Oh, what a battle, what a four-way match, that #1 spot, the Men's Casino Gauntlet. This thing could have went either way, guys, but congrats. Congrats to the Sussex County man himself, Mark Briscoe.
How fitting, Mark Briscoe winning a barn burner to become the #1 entrant in the Men's Casino Gauntlet match at All in Texas, just 17 days away.
Country strong and street smart.
Congratulations, Mark Briscoe. The hard work begins now, but right now, let's hear from the TNT champion, Adam Cole.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. The Don Callis family's How we been do? a thorn in my side for far too long. So I think it's about time you put your money where your mouth is. So I got an idea. How about tomorrow night on Collision? Open challenge for my TNT championship against any member of the Don Callis family. And not only will I successfully defend this TNT championship, but I'm gonna whoop your ass in the process. And that is undisputed.
A big challenge thrown out by Adam Cole, but any member of the Don Callis family, that covers a lot of ground, Ian.
Certainly does. The Army growing in ranks.
This is a four-way match for the #1 spot in the Women's Casino Gauntlet at All in Texas. Introducing first, from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander, who, as we've heard from very recently, very conflicted, but got an unexpected pep talk this past Saturday at Collision from none other than the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley, who told Statlander, don't ever let anybody tell you who you are and what you are worth. And Statlander, I'm sure, has been stewing on those words since Saturday.
A well-placed message designed to keep her in that mental space, but here comes someone I'm very familiar with. I'm excited to see her here tonight.
Next being accompanied by Billy Stark from Dallas, Texas. She is the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, the Fallen Goddess Athena.
The record-setting reign of Athena as Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, the longest champion for any title in Ring of Honor history, fittingly referring to herself as the Forever Champion.
Approaching 1,000 days as Women's Champion, teaming tomorrow night with the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion Red Velvet to take on Thunder Rosa, former AEW Women's World Champion, and Persephone. Special start time 6 p.m. on Honor Club. Oh, wait a minute!
From Long Island, New York, Willow Nightingale.
Well, the stakes are high tonight, Excalibur.
That's it? That's your freestyle?
We're here on Wednesday night.
No, not here. You're not. This is not ROH. You're not doing that here. Because I will attack you. I'm just telling you.
Big time opportunity, Taz. Willow Nightingale knows her ticket can be punched to be the first entrant in the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal. A spot so critical as we discussed in the men's battle.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. That's the key, man. Opportunity. And that's what this is between these four ladies. Again, everyone for themselves.
from the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico, Thunder Rosa.
Well, as you mentioned, Ian, Athena, the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. Both Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, former TBS champions, but the only woman in this match that knows what it means to call herself AEW Women's World Champion is Thunder Rosa. Potentially an advantage heading into this match, but potentially a target on the head of Thunder Rosa.
You're right, and that, if I was one of these ladies, I definitely would try to figure out some game plan to just put a beat down on Thunder because of the point you just made about being Women's World Champion in the past.
And Athena strategically hiding behind Chris Statlander, almost using her as a shield at this point. Oh, but send in to Thunder Rosa, no love lost there.
Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, a very complicated relationship between those two women, former friends. Chris Statlander attempted to make amends with Willow. The senton on the floor to Athena. Willow wanted no part of it. And Chris Statlander, she felt not only rebuffed, but kind of lost in the mix and lost at sea, which is how Wheeler Yuta and Jon Moxley started really just almost dripping poison into her ears.
I have my suspicions there.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to those guys. I'm telling you, that's not good.
No, especially with how great of an athlete Statlander is. Thunder Rosa, former AEW Women's World Champion. Great battle we're seeing here. The Cazadora, wait a minute.
Reversed by Thunder Rosa, pinning predicament, but Willow Nightingale there into the mix to break things up.
Again, like I said, it's every lady for themselves. It wasn't like Willow was trying to help Statlander, she's trying to help herself.
And Athena, Thunder Rosa, and no love lost between Willow and Athena. But some great clashes.
Now for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship in the past, but Willow showing Athena showing her athleticism, first escaping from the grips of Willow, then escaping from the grips of Statlander and going right at Thunder Rosa.
Beautifully done by Athena. Handspring, running forearm.
Breaking record set by Bryan Danielson, Nigel McGuinness, Samoa Joe. Athena looking to end things here. Taz looking for the O-face perhaps.
She's got to get moving. Oh, that's what I mean, because there's too many competitors in this thing. It wasn't just Willow. She was trying to, you got to watch your back. What's this now? Maybe a double suplex on Athena. Does Willow have the power here?
Sends all three of her opponents down, and who will become the #1 contender for the Women's Casino Gauntlet match at All In Texas? Will it be Willow? No! Don't go anywhere!
The Babe with the power, too! Well, if you first
cover again,
yeah,
and
first you don't succeed.
1, 2, and Rosa able to kick out.
Yeah, so just keep, you got to stay on Thunder right now. If you're Willow, you got to set up being right there in that corner. Just do this. This is perfectly done right here by Willow.
I agree, Taz. The power dynamic's a little bit different in the women's match than it was the men's match. We had some more explosive, higher flying athletes, and you got Stat and Willow.
Right, well, as you know, all matches are different, right? It's all different flavors of ice cream, as you know. So that's the beauty of professional wrestling.
Willow taking full advantage of her strength here.
Whoa! Double splash right there. 2 for the price of 1 for Willow, but Athena.
Oh, wait a minute. Athena, powerhouse in her own right.
Oh, wow. Athena. The knees into Willow Nightingale. Now Athena making the cover, but Statlander there to break it up.
Good save by Statlander, not saving anyone else but herself, like I said earlier.
Heavy elbow strikes being exchanged. Toe kick to the midsection, followed up by the DDT. Statlander got spiked. Thunder Rosa makes that cover, but Stat makes the escape.
Taz, I like these quick moves from Thunder Rosa. She, probably knowing she's not going to get the pin, but able to change the trajectory of the match.
Absolutely, and get momentum towards your offense, slow somebody down. Went for some sort of a gut wrench there on Athena, but Athena lowered her base and shut down the attempt by Rosa.
And these big shoulders from the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion.
As Athena charging in, nobody home. Athena just lunging and finding nothing but ring post.
Yeah, that's rough. You know, that is rough when you hit that steel post.
2.
Good toughness by Athena.
And Athena, Taz, nearly undefeated in Ring of Honor for the greater part of almost 3 years
It's
now.
amazing. That's unbelievable.
And just not facing light competition either, facing the best of the best.
Yeah, you said, what, over or close to 1,000 days, I believe you said?
Close to 1,000 days
That's
as
amazing.
the champion. Now currently tied up with Thunder Rosa, and these two have been at each other's necks as of late on Honor Club. Oh!
Athena, nice stunner there with Thunder Rosa on her back. We are live Dynamite from Seattle, and we are in the midst of determining who will be the #1 entrant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match at All In Texas, coming up on Saturday, July 12th, live on pay-per-view and Prime Video. Thunder Rosa stringing together a combination there, taking down the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena. And fans coming up to Collision, special night tomorrow, 8/7 Central on TNT. It'll be Adam Cole defending his TNT Championship against Josh Alexander, the Don Callis family. Then 1 week from tonight, Dynamite, 300 Ontario, California. It's Ibushi versus Okada, 1-on-1. Plus, Tony Khan has just made this match official. It will be Mina Shirakawa, Mercedes Moné next Wednesday night, but Thunder Rosa with a chance. No!
Wow. A huge slate of matches.
And that is for the TBS Championship. I'm telling you guys, Dynamite 300 next week in California, Ontario, California is going to be insane.
And 2 weeks ago, tonight, at Summer Blockbuster, it was Alexander getting the pin against the Paragon. And I'll tell you what, the titles are in jeopardy, Taz, these next couple weeks, and these two friends, former friends.
Yeah, former very close friends from the same neck of the woods on Long Island. Two Long Island girls about to go at it one-on-one here in Washington State.
And look at this. Willow swing and a miss. They know each other so well. Oh!
Statlander, look for the head scissors, but Willow,
oh God,
brings Statlander up, but Statlander desperately kicking the feet. Statlander looking for a gut wrench, maybe that Dr. Bomb that Willow uses, but Willow elbow strike. Statlander answered with one of her own, both women stunned.
On the clunked heads a little bit there, Willow and Statlander.
A great opportunity for Athena now.
Kick to the midsection on Statlander, and Athena does Athena possess the power to get both of these athletes?
No, she doesn't.
Wait a second, Thunder Rosa makes the ascent, the drop kick. Both Stat and Willow taking off their feet. Now the Cazadora, the roll through the stomp by Thunder Rosa. Can she claim that #1 spot? No, Willow able to kick out.
And we're getting in the nitty-gritty now. Just 17 days away from All In Texas in this bout. You're seeing the competitors start to pull out what they think is their best shot, their best move to get the victory.
We saw Mark Briscoe moments ago capture that #1 spot. Can Athena get one over on the former AEW Women's World Champion? But no, Thunder Rosa.
No one home there.
Thunder Rosa, a wry smile there, but Athena answers with an elbow and not a smile. A hammer throw reversed.
Well, Thunder Rosa really has stood up to Athena.
Sunset flip, Athena rolls through. As the pinning predicament, Thunder Rosa rounding those shoulders.
Oh,
and Athena,
tough to do.
Hoist up.
Oh, a cat and mouse there.
Yes, Statlander trying to hit a moving target. Instead, the simplest answer, the most effective one, but Athena, the boot to the face, and Willow spikes Athena. 1, 2, Thunder Rosa. The drop kick to break up the pinning predicament.
Saving an enemy to try and get her own shot at the #1 spot there.
A little bit overzealous right there with Statlander. Paid for that.
The drop toe hold from Thunder Rosa, and now Thunder, the drop kick, the lightning strike on target.
Statlander may be out here. Thunder Rosa looking to end things.
Oh, Athena grabs the boot, trips up. Thunder Rosa, and Rosa goes down face first.
Get my championship!
He told Billy Starks, get my championship. Hey, come on, Justin, give it a title, damn it.
Now Billy Starks with that Ring of Honor World Championship, but Athena sent careening into the steel steps.
That thud was nasty.
And Thunder Rosa, who's been standing up to Athena as of late on Ring of Honor. Been in the way of Athena's destruction, in danger here.
But Athena was suplexed off the steps.
And her back has issues already, Rosa, her lower back.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa, you see that back so heavily taped up. Remember, Thunder Rosa, she was forced to relinquish the AEW Women's World Championship due to a back injury. But right now, Willow, the cannonball in the corner.
Billy arriving to destruction. Willow in the center of the ring. Looking across the finish line here.
Statlander holding on desperately to that leg, trying to anchor herself. And wait a second, Marina Shafir, the Death Riders. Wheeler Yuta.
Whoa.
Wheeler Yuta. Well, taking a swing at Willow Nightingale, and Willow, the pounce! Period!
Wow, he got nailed. Willow looking like Brian Bosworth from the Seahawks back in the day.
Oh, but wait a second. Statlander spikes Willow. 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Chris Statlander.
And now Chris Statlander, the #1 entrant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match at All in Texas. And a massive assist from Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta of the Death Riders.
I have a lot of questions about this. Congratulations to Statlander, now in the pole position heading into All in Texas.
We don't know if Statlander wanted that help, but you can't blame her. She took advantage of it.
Well, fans, let's take you back to this past Saturday at Collision and a proclamation from the patriarchy.
Christian Cage is here!
It's no secret the last couple months, my son Nick has been wrestling at a godlike pace. That has everything to do with my guidance, as my son Nick stands here as the youngest champion this company has ever seen. Why stop there? I think it's time for my son Nick to start walking beside me instead of behind me. I think it's time Nick and I embark on a journey that will see us become the first ever father and son AEW Tag Team Champions.
Well, the journey of Christian Cage and Nick Wayne begins tomorrow night, a special night for Collision, 8/7 Central on TNT and Max. Wayne and Christian the Patriarchy will face Big Bill and Brian King tag team action tomorrow night. But fans, coming up next, our main event, the Beast Mortos goes one-on-one with the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page. Welcome back to Dynamite. Before we get to our main event, let's take you back to this past Saturday at Collision. FTR teaming up with the Don Callis family, but after the bell, the attack continued. The Outrunners intervened, and FTR seemed perplexed as to why Turbo and Truth would get involved. Let's hear from FTR right now.
Guys, I'm here with FTR and Stokely Hathaway. Big Stoke. Gentlemen, you guys normally run in a pretty tight circle of friends, but that circle just seems to be getting smaller and smaller these days. We saw the Outrunners last week come out and interrupt you guys after you won that 8-man. What's going on with these guys now?
Well, first of all, these two are too heartbroken and disappointed to speak. I mean, last Saturday on Collision, we had an excellent victory, and then I can't believe I'm saying this, Turbo and Truth Magnum of the Outrunners decided to interrupt us. How egregious. And all weekend we deliberated, we talked on what is the best way to solve this problem. I said good old-fashioned vandalism, but cooler heads prevailed. The wise men of this team prevailed. So, look at them. They are great guys. God-fearing men, family men, upstanding citizens of the community. And that's why we decided, how about tomorrow night on Collision, we just meet in the ring so we can clear the air. FTR wants to see where things are, and then we can all get on the same page. What about that? Top guys out.
Well said by Big Stoke.
Outrunners better be very careful
Collision tomorrow night. Getting in the ring, even just for a quote-unquote conversation with FTR.
Yeah, you got to be careful with FTR.
Your main event tonight is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from Aaron's Creek, Virginia, weighing 229 pounds, Hangman Adam Page.
The man who in 17 days' time could wrest control of the AEW World Championship from the dominant Jon Moxley. Moxley's reign of terror as AEW World Champion, holding that championship belt under lock and key since he won it late last year. Hangman Adam Page, perhaps on the precipice of freeing that title.
The fans are treating Hangman like a liberator, a man that can set that title free, Taz.
Well, he can. I mean, he's been world champ before, meaning Hangman, he can do it again. We heard what Moxley said earlier about Hangman. I think he's renting some space in Moxley's head.
And visible from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 249 pounds, the Beast Mortos.
Well, the Beast Mortos stepping into this match, going one-on-one with the top contender, Hangman Adam Page, by virtue of what took place last week at Grand Slam Mexico. Mortos teaming up with the Founding Fathers, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, with the Death Riders, with Jon Moxley, with Wheeler Yuta, and Mortos stepping into that match, in a match where Mortos' side was victorious. But it was Hangman Adam Page entering the fray after the bell, delivering a buckshot lariat, an inadvertent buckshot lariat to Matthew Jackson. And you would have to imagine Mortos here, some indirect revenge for the Founding Fathers, potentially.
Certainly, and Taz, we know that Jon Moxley, the Founding Fathers, they've all operated under Cloak and Dagger, under the cover of darkness. We don't know what exactly the relationship with Beast Mortos is coming out of Mexico.
No, you're right. We don't know. But I know right now, Hangman's got his hands full with a big, powerful guy here and the Beast. You don't know what this guy's going to do. He's very athletic for a man his size, or Beast his size. See, that's what I'm just saying to you.
Now hip toss. Hangman, though, showing his athleticism. Lands on his feet, drops down, sweep of the leg. Hangman, lateral press. Mortos immediately kicking out. Mortos now looking for a cover. Hangman kicks out, and
Man, that was a headbutt of headbutts. With a man with a masked ram face, ponytail, goatee. That's wild. That's some wild stuff right there.
We heard Hangman Adam Page, that impassioned speech 1 week ago that kicked off Grand Slam Mexico, talking about his humble beginnings growing up on a tobacco farm in Virginia, growing up as, working shoulder to shoulder with men that immigrated from Mexico to come to America looking for an opportunity. And Hangman Adam Page, so inspired by them, he sees the opportunity before him. He sees how people are stronger when they work together. And he sees how it is incumbent on him to usher in a new era of All Elite Wrestling 17 days from now at All In Texas.
He certainly does, but he still hasn't come around to the idea that Will Ospreay has proposed. He still hasn't truly embraced the togetherness. That's the cruel irony of all this, Taz, is the message of inclusivity that Page has. He finds himself on an island against the Death Riders, and maybe a hired associate here in Beast Mortos.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful. I mean, I respect that Hangman likes to kind of ride his own path. I do respect that, and I get it. You got to be careful here in AEW. There's a lot of cliques. There's a lot of connections, a lot of friendships you don't know about, a lot of sketchy people here.
Hangman, the fall-away slam. Mortos into the ropes. Hangman, the cover. Two. Mortos escapes, and fans don't go anywhere. Our Dynamite main event continues.
Taz, do you think it might have been a mistake for Page to take a bout with a man as dangerous, as explosive as Beast Mortos is, just 17 days away from All In Texas?
Yeah, I think it's a little risky for sure, and I get your drift. I mean, you get an opportunity at the World Championship on July 12th, and you're dealing with someone like the Beast. But that's what Hangman's about. He loves the challenge.
I mean, think about what happened to Kenny Omega, and that was in the confines of a contract signing. That brutal injury
incurred by Kazuchika Okada Omega when he was restrained on that backboard.
Yeah.
Okada, the multiple elbow drops to the midsection, and I mean that was in the contract signing, not a professional wrestling match.
I know. We saw it was definitely a gross situation, and hopefully Kenny's doing okay, but it was brutal. I'm just thinking, speaking of brutal, that mask, that Beast Mortis, it's got to smell brutal. It's got to smell really bad.
Are we sure
I've wrestled guys with masks. Some of them stink.
Are we sure it's a mask? Are we sure that's not just his face covered?
You think that's his face, Ian? Really?
Well,
they teach you that in the Riccaboni zone, whatever it's called?
The Riccaboni zone. He is a dangerous man, though, Taz. Quick on his feet, those shoulders, those power moves.
You mean Beast Mortis? You said he.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if they taught you pronouns there in Lehigh. I don't know what you're doing.
I didn't go to quite the establishment like some of the folks in our circle.
PSFTW Jones over here.
I know what he means.
Like Bucknell.
Hey.
Oh. Mortos.
At least it wasn't Lafayette. It's Mortos standing over Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, Hangman, though, breaks the grip of Mortos, lands a chop, lands a second one. And Mortos, thunderous right hand.
Well, he kind of growled at the referee Aubrey Edwards there, the Beast Mortos, if that is his real name.
I have my doubts.
You thought his face was real. Well, maybe it is.
Mortos, oh goodness.
And Hangman Adam Page, though, returns a right hand of his own, and now these two men just throwing some heavy shots, and Mortos changes tack, gouges the eyes.
That's smart. Sometimes you don't have to go punch a punch. Just put your thumb in the guy's eye.
And out of the view of Aubrey, too.
And Mortos just boxing the ears of Hangman Adam Page. Mortos with the advantage.
He's in control.
And Hangman perhaps too focused on Jon Moxley. Just 17 days from now. AEW Dynamite live on TBS and Max. Our main event underway. The Beast Mortos taking on the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman has a date with Jon Moxley 17 days from now, but the Beast Mortos is taking the fight to the top contender.
Yeah, Hangman needs to make a move here. It's been all Beast has.
He went for that headbutt that hit earlier, Beast, but it didn't happen. Hangman stopped it. Oh, he didn't stop that one, though.
Oh, it busted his sternum.
Yeah, these two athletes have been exchanging some very heavy shots. Mortos looking for that discus lariat. Hangman intercepts the boom. Whoa. Hangman swinging for the fences. Catches the second time around. The cover. 2. No. Mortos able to kick out.
Hangman trying to get that second win or third win.
And fans coming up tomorrow night, 8/7 Central on TNT, a special night for Collision FTR. They have called for a meeting in the ring with the Outrunners. Will Truth answer? We know FTR will be there tomorrow night. Plus, Josh Alexander, the Don Callis family, challenges Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle Fletcher, 1-on-1, 1, 2, Hangman, no! Plus Sky Blue, Queen Aminata tomorrow night on Collision. And Templario and Brody King taking on Rocky Romero, Hechicero. What a tag team match that is going to be.
And
Big Bill, Brian Keith taking on the Patriarchy, Nick Wayne and Christian Cage as they embark on their quest to become the first ever father and son tag team champions in AEW tomorrow night, 8 p.m. TNT and Max.
I have to throw a little flag on the whole father-son thing, but I digress. Now Hangman, where's he going?
Yeah, maybe looking for that moonsault, Taz, but it's Beast Mortos able to get up to the apron.
And Hangman, the elbows knocking Mortos down to the floor. Mortos trying to clear the cobwebs. Hangman, moonsault, nobody home, and Hangman.
Oh God, here comes the Beast.
Hangman could have jammed his knee, but Mortos, the tornado through the ropes.
Amazing.
The presence of mind, the body control of the Beast Mortos, and Hangman Adam Page in serious trouble right now, Ian.
Certainly is. Beast Mortos with an opening, with an opportunity to close things out here, sending Page off the ropes.
Mortos. Oh! The pop-up, the Samoan drop, the cover! Hangman fires that right shoulder up.
Well, you see Hangman Page definitely is taking a big risk right here with that moonsault miss. I mean, he's just days away from July 12th in Texas when he gets a shot at the world title.
17 days away, Hangman Adam Page. Right now, back to live action. The lung blower from Beast Mortos. Mortos, the cover, the lateral press, but Hangman again able to kick out.
Think about the built-up damage that Page is incurring. Win, lose, or draw in this main event here tonight. It just adds to the ledger, adds to the advantages for Mox heading into that world title bout.
All in Texas, Hangman Adam Page, Jon Moxley, that AEW World Championship match. Can Hangman play the role of Liberator? Can Mortos, the counter, two, and Hangman. I'm not sure if he meant to spike him on the roll through, but it certainly did. But poison runner! Wow, big lariat from Hangman.
That might not be the only lariat.
The discus lariat as the crowd rises to their feet. Hangman Adam Page. Buck shot lariat. 2, 3.
Hangman Adam Page.
Well, good battle right there by these two men. Beast Mortos, great showing. Just a hair short of capturing that window. Hangman gets the two.
Hangman earned every bit of that victory and now can turn his attention to Saturday. Oh, the lights go out here in Seattle. You can't see. Can't see. We are still on the air, fans. We cannot see here beyond our about arm's reach away from our faces. As
no.
Bucks.
Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the former friends of Hangman Adam Page.
Oh my God.
The AVP trigger. They claimed that they were only trying to help Hangman Adam Page. That they were trying to set him up to become the next AEW World Champion. Hangman had no interest in accepting the help of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And now, forced to pay the price for that.
And here come the Vultures to pick the bones of the #1 contender. There's 17 days to go to All In Texas, Taz, but at this point, I don't know if Hangman's going to make it.
Yeah, well, if he does make it, he's probably not going to be 100%.
After that battle with the Beast Mortos, the EVP trigger from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and now right for the picking, Hangman Adam Page is for the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. And Wheeler Yuta, steel chair in hand, Marina Shafir bringing that briefcase, which we believe to contain the AEW World Championship title belt. And this is a dicey situation for Hangman Adam Page, to say the least.
Massively outnumbered. This guy's got bad intentions. Weapons are all over the place.
On the chain in hand, I'm thinking back to the Texas Death Match between Moxley and Hangman.
Oh, no.
And it seems like Moxley of a similar mind.
And he tried to get those fingers in there, Taz, but the lights are fading.
Well, he's trying for sure, Hangman. He does have the hand. I don't know how close it is in between the chain and his throat, but man, this is bad.
See the light just leaving Hangman Adam Page.
As Moxley wrenches that chain, he twists it. He constricts it around the throat.
And it is tighter and tighter.
And Hangman fading before our eyes as, wait a second. And that's Hobbs. Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, the Ops.
Oh, but the EVPs are running interference here. Yuta with the chair. And Hangman's out. The oxygen and the life has left Hangman's body.
Hangman Page, his face is turning bright red, but right now the Ops outnumbered the EVPs, the Death Riders holding the high ground.
It's Will Ospreay!
Will Ospreay going right after Jon Moxley. Will Ospreay making the break, making the save for Hangman Adam Page.
Ospreay checking on Hangman. It's a dangerous situation. Hangman might be in really, really bad shape. And that was nasty.
See the medical team, AEW in the ring along with the referee corps. But Jon Moxley, what damage has he done to Hangman Adam Page ahead of their clash for the AEW World Championship at All In Texas just 17 days from now?
Adding many question marks. Maybe we'll have some answers tomorrow night on Collision on TNT.
On July 12th, I will show the world what the world champion looks like.
Jon Moxley has vowed to run Hangman Adam Page out of the sport of professional wrestling and perhaps has come one step closer here tonight.